So, hi, this is Darcy Collins, nutritional therapy practitioner, and I wanted to share with all of you a wonderful story about the value of restart. A friend of mine, Mark Martinez, knew that I was teaching the restart program, and he became aware of it through me and had an idea of it being of value for someone else. So I wanted you to hear his story and hear what a surprising outcome he had. So Mark, you can share with everyone what your experience was and still is.
Sure. So my wife has always had challenges in managing her weight. And over the years that we've been married, she's tried different types of weight loss programs, weight management programs, and nothing really stuck or lasted very long. And so when I got introduced to you, Darcy, and you told me about Restart, I said, well, let me introduce it to my wife because she could probably use it. And so as you spoke with her and I learned a little bit more about it, what I said is, you know what, I'm going to do this one with her. That way she'll have somebody that's a companion that goes with her, because in the past, it was always hard for her to stay on a diet program, because my attitude was, well, that's for you. It's not for me. I'm fine. I'm good with my weight.
Right.
And so this one felt like it wasn't a diet program, rather it was a nutritional eating program. And I said, okay, I could do that. It's only 5 weeks long. I'll do that with you as support. And wow, was I surprised at the impact it had on me physically in ways that I hadn't even imagined. And so as a result of going through the program, I'm a huge advocate. I'm a huge fan because I've seen the impact directly.
So what would be maybe just a handful or a few things that you saw in yourself as a result of the Restart program?
Sure. Well, what I learned, which is the most important thing, is that it's not a diet program, So, so rather than having to eat somebody else's products and take somebody else's supplements, I was just learning how to shop at the grocery store and how our bodies process foods and stuff. So one of the things we did is we cut out sugar. That's part of the big part of it. And an immediate thing I had an impact was pain that I had in my knee. I used to be a distance runner in high school and college, and I had a knee injury. And literally every day in my life since that time, I've had knee pain to different varying effects. Well, I found that when I started the Restart program, that knee pain literally went away. And I was thinking that I was going to have surgery, or I was going to have something. I wasn't willing to do that. But I learned that sugars are an inflammatory. And so basically my body was maintaining inflammation in the knee because of the foods I was eating. And that's why I always had pain. So when I backed those things out and started eating the foods that my body was supposed to be eating, that's the first thing that happened that I noticed right away is my knee pain went away.
Very exciting.
Yeah. There were some other things that happened. For instance, I was always having problems whenever I would eat food. I would usually my first few bites, I would start coughing, and I don't know if that was, esophageal reflux, or I don't know what it was. I just know that unless I ate really slowly, I would start these coughing attacks. Well, once I changed my food, those coughing attacks went away. And in fact, I didn't notice it. My kids noticed it, because my kids are the ones that said, "Dad, you don't cough anymore when you eat." And I'm like, "You're right, I haven't." And so I attribute that to the Restart program. There are a couple of other benefits that I had. I don't know if you want me to share a couple more,
Sure.
but yeah, okay. Well, another one is I lost weight. I mean, I lost weight not because I was intending to, but that was just the byproduct. And the byproduct was just because of eating better foods. Another thing is that as I was eating better, I got back into an exercising regimen. I realized that I wasn't exercising because I wasn't eating well, and I wasn't eating well because I wasn't exercising. And wow, what a concept. You eat well, you feel like you want to exercise.
Right.
You exercise, you feel like you want to eat well.
Right.
And so those two went hand in hand, and as a result, I lost weight as a byproduct. And for the first time in I think it was first time in 11 years, I actually dropped below 200 pounds. I was over 200 pounds for 11 years. And I actually dropped below that for the first time ever. So that was cool. And then the last thing, which is, I just wasn't as gassy. I used to be a bit gassy, but I just wasn't as gassy because I wasn't eating foods that my body was responding to gaseous manner, if that's the right term. So
Right.
that really was a benefit for the whole family as a result. So
Well, that's exciting. Those are things that a lot of people tend to uh, think that is normal now, the pain, the digestive issues. They think, oh, everybody feels this way. Everybody is this gassy. Everybody has these problems. And well, maybe so, but what if you could live without those problems? What if you
right.
could resolve them through lifestyle changes and through a change in your eating habits? So I was just so excited about the results that you had through the Restart program. And it was really important for me to be able to capture your experience and be able to share that with other people, because it's so important to be able to do things that help us to have a better quality of life. And Restart is such a gentle, simple way to do that without radical changes, and it spilled over into benefiting your family. And so it's very exciting for me to hear that, and I'm sure that everyone else that hears this will be very inspired and encouraged by your results as well. So thank you so much for sharing all of that information. Go ahead.
Let me add one more thing real quick if I can. So one of the things I realized is it didn't take any time out of my schedule. You have to eat anyways. And so what I learned to do is I learned how to shop better at the grocery store, how to plan meals, and then not be stuck in a thing where I'm working all day, gone all day, and it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat now? And then you can pick up burgers and fries and all this stuff, which is easy.
Right.
I found that by planning meals and planning your eating, it actually didn't take time away. It actually made more time for me because I was able to methodically prepare for those things and plan for those. It didn't really cost me much, in terms of the whole process. I mean, your guidance and everything else, that's about it, but so well worth it for sure, because I learned a whole lot about how the body processes and digest foods and responds to different foods. So I learned a lot about that. And quite frankly, just having you as a resource to be able to learn what kind of nutritional supplements to take. If I'm having an issue with illnesses, like feeling like cold coming on, what kind of natural things I can take as opposed to pharmaceutical things to help deal with those things. And so it's been a real life changer for me and for my wife. And we're just so glad to be part of the program, and most importantly, to even know you, Darcy, because you're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It makes me very excited to see the changes that happen in the lives of people that go through Restart. It's just such an important program. So I appreciate your time.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you soon.
Awesome. Sounds great. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark.